Two now. Well, a chap who's about to start a big old journey down the Waikato this weekend is Jimi Hunt. He's calling it Lilo the Waikato. It sounds like a journey that only a madman would want to take, but he's joining us this morning to talk about it. Jimmy, good morning.
Good morning.
How did you even begin thinking about such a madcap adventure?
Basically, I was pretty horribly depressed for 2.5 years, and I went on the depression.org.nz website, and old John Kerwin, he told me that I should get a goal and I should get fit.
Right.
And so I don't quite think like a normal person. I put the very first idea out there, and that was to Lilo the entire length of the Waikato River.
Some people might want to just go for a run or head down to the gym to get to sort out the fitness side of things, and maybe, I don't know, some overseas travel perhaps as a goal or something along those lines.
It just doesn't quite fit with me.
Right, okay. Okay, so how long has this been in the planning?
It came about in July, so we're looking six months ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been spending that time trying to fit enough to be able to paddle myself 425 kilometres.
That's a long way, isn't it? That is a long river. So you're starting right there at the beginning in Taupo?
Yep, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m, I jump in at the Taupo control gates.
Yeah.
And then hopefully 2 weeks later, I end up at Sunset Beach at Port Waikato.
So those are control gates there, so you have to get some sort of official permission to do this?
No, I'm on the other side of that.
Okay.
So I'm not messing with the control gates in any way, shape or form, just jumping in below them.
So, and how long are you going to spend on the river each day?
Probably about 7 hours a day.
Actually on the Lilo?
On my Lilo, paddling with my hands.
I don't think I've travelled the length of the Waikato sort of on the road or anything. So are there any rapids along the way? I mean, you do have Hooker Falls, don't you?
Yeah, we do have Hooker Falls, but I'll be getting out just before Hooker Falls, having some canapés at Hooker Lodge, and then getting dropped back in right below the falls. So I only miss about 200 metres of the river. Because
those falls haven't gone so well for other people in the past.
No, some people have not had good experiences at those falls.
No. Okay, the Lilo itself, I mean, is this just a standard kind of cheap Lilo that you might find in a backyard pool?
Pretty much. You can go to the warehouse and buy one for $4.99.
Are they good for floating on?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
I've got about 15 backups at the moment.
All right.
Just in case I puncture any.
And how are you pumping those up?
I have a little pump that'll go on my backpack.
Okay.
Yeah.
And much training involved at all with doing this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to lie anywhere for 7 hours on your stomach with your head tilted up is going to hurt.
Yeah.
Let alone rotating your arms in a circular motion a whole lot of times to get anywhere. So I've been out at CrossFit New Zealand, and they've been training me up for the last 6 months, and been doing a fantastic job. So I'm in the best shape of my life, and I feel amazing.
So what do you got? Big neck muscles going on now, or back muscles?
Yep. Now my neck is about twice the size of my thigh.
And what do you do overnight? Because you don't want to be out there in the dark.
No, I don't. So when I get out at night, I walk out on the side of the river. I walk up to a house, I knock on their door, and I go, "Hi, my name's Jimmy. I just happen to be liloing your river out here. Would you mind if I had some dinner and stayed the night?"
What sort of response do you think you're going to get?
Well, hopefully I get a great response, and they say, "Yes, Jimmy, come on in." Otherwise, if they tell me, "No, go away," I'm going to walk on to the next house.
Now, will you have some kind of support crew with you?
Yeah, I am going to have some people coming down to make sure that I don't die. There'll usually be a kayaker somewhere behind me on the river, and I've got some people driving in a bus along the way to make sure that I get fed during the day and all that sort of carry on.
So there's a fair few people involved. A lot of people, taking time off work to help you out? How's this working?
I have ended up meeting the most amazing people over the last few months, and my support crew is fantastic. They're actually taking days off work, annual leave, to come and help me out.
Wow.
And I couldn't ask for more from those guys.
Yeah, and it does seem like, you've got a few things sorted. The social media is all underway. You've got a pretty good Facebook page, website,
Yep.
graphics for it all. So, I mean, what's your background? Are you in advertising? Where do you come from?
Yeah, I have a company called The Creative Difference, and that's pretty much what I do. I make things pretty. So it's been pretty easy for me to throw up a website and make all our material look good.
So obviously the benefactor of all this is the attention around depression.org. But I suppose what for you also personally at the end of the day, not only of course dealing with your own depression, but having a job at the end of it and perhaps a portfolio to show that you've done something pretty wacky and crazy and you've overcome some great odds.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this adventure has just ticked so many boxes. I've met so many wonderful people. People see my company and they get me to do some work, so that's great. And yeah, we're raising so much awareness for depression and just getting people talking about it. Lilo the Waikato is sponsored by the Mental Health Foundation and funded by Movember. And so it's all just coming together quite nicely.
All right. How long do you expect it all to take?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
18th of Feb, I hope to be paddling into Sunset Beach in Port Waikato.
And you're just going to be spat out into the ocean.
Pretty much.
And any idea, how you're going to feel at the end of it, what you might want to do afterwards?
I'm going to go with shattered is probably how I'm going to feel at the end of it. And we're going to have a little bit of a party down in Port Waikato. And hopefully start thinking about everything else from there. But right now, it's just get in the river and start paddling.
All right. Well, good luck, Jimmy, for the beginning of it, and hope to catch up with you at some stage along the journey.
Yeah, please do.
Cheers. It's Jimmy Hunt there, Liloing the Waikato, and you just need to search for that on Facebook. You'll find all the deets on Twitter as well. Keep up with the play. He'll be keeping everyone in the picture, and I believe there's also, I think, a documentary crew along the way as well, so you'll be able to see that at some stage.